Hello guys, I'm back to Mexico City, and in this video we're gonna explore parks in Ciudad de Mexico. This city is humongous and it has countless amount of parks. I will show you in this video some of the best ones that I know and I like, and also we're gonna explore some new parks as well. First park I want to show you is Parque La Mexicana, which is located in Santa Fe. Before this park here in this area, after the big earthquake in 1985, there was just a landfill for the debris after the earthquake. Then later the city wanted to build here 12,000 units for people to live, but the local community said that this will not have enough amenity for all the peoples, and they had a long time negotiations what to do here. Then they struck a deal that 30% of this land will be sold, and for the money of those they will build the park here. What I actually enjoy in modern parks, it's exploring the materials that I used here, the quality it was built with, and in general architectural forms. The whole park is wheelchair accessible. I also pay attention to the materials, benches, the arrow signs. Actually, the build quality here looks very high. On the top of this you have a running track that goes around, which also looks amazing. Potable water here is used only for water fountains and lavatories. The toilets and irrigation system is using the rainwater. Right now this park is managed by a local community, and it exists solely on the money made from the commercial venues down there that we see before, parking lots and restrooms. You can rent bicycles here. I asked, the price is 100 pesos per hour, which is like $5 an hour. A great feature that I love about this park is the architecture around it. You can see a lot of modern skyscrapers that all look different, and they are really cool. The only critique that I might have of this park is that the trees are still small and there is not enough of shadow here, and during the day it gets very, very hot. Let's go and explore the next park. This is the second largest park in Mexico City, called Bicentenario Park. I haven't been here before and it's my first time. And as I understood, the larger part of the park is closed as there was some kind of event. So I'll try to see. But unfortunately, I think I might not be able to get to the lake and see all of the park today. There is a botanic garden in this part of the park, so I want to go and explore it. Check out this cactus, it's humongous. This park has a lot of vegetation and 7 climate zones are represented here. Right now we're walking in Chinampa. Chinampa is used to be like a pre-Hispanic garden, if I understand that correct, because I saw them in Xochimilco. That's this old area with water canals where they used to grow food before Spanish came to Mexico. This is the most Ukrainian thing ever, red beetroot for borscht. I have to say that those chinampas reminded me of my childhood in the village in Ukraine, because the grandma and my mom, they used to grow a lot of vegetables and I used to run there and it was a lot of fun. I thought it's gonna be hot here behind the glass, but actually it's much more colder than on the street, which I really like because today is a hot day. As walking here around, I understood this form. So the roof is tilted inside. It collects the rainwater. The main pipe in the middle collects and it goes down to the reservoir over there, and then it feeds all those canals around Chinampas. So now I see how all of those structures are actually collecting water. Even though the big part of this park is closed, I still really enjoy it. And I think it's worth visit only just to go to the botanic garden. But I hope next time I'll be here, the lake will be open and I can enjoy more of this park. So this is it for the Bicentenario Park, and let's go into the next park. This is Alameda Central, the oldest park in both North and South America. This park was established in 1592. It's called Alameda because of Alamo, the tree that was here. I think in English it's called poplar tree. But when this park was established, it exactly was just half of the original park. So right now this fountain represents this half. On the other half was the big square. There used to be inquisitions. So basically, somewhere here they used to burn people back in the day. When the Inquisition ended in 1760s, that part of the park was connected to the original park and it became twice bigger. When the park was expanded in 1791, they built a big fence around it, so, it was only for the wealthy people here. But then, with Mexican independence, they again opened this park. I think it happened in 1821. Yeah, and then it became the Park of Citizens, and it was still the main park of Mexico City. Alameda Central became later an example for all of the parks in Mexico, and they were built by the same ideas where you have the big rectangular with diagonal passes, with kiosks and fountains around. In 2012, there was a big renovation of this park. They changed all of the marble on the pavement, they changed the benches, they added a lot of new vegetation, and also all of the vendors right now are prohibited from the park. They're all around on the perimeter, but there are no vendors inside the park. Also, I think the best time to be in this park is actually in March, because that's the time when jacarandas are blooming and everything is purple. Behind this construction fence, there is a big memorial to Benito Juarez. There used to be something else there, but we'll tell you about that soon. This fence is here probably from March 8th, when there is a big women march here. Mexico has a big problem with violence against women, so these protests are pretty violent. I'm in Alameda Santa Maria, which is another classic example of Alameda Park, which was built after the big park that we just saw. This is the Colonia Santa Maria, very nice neighborhood, upcoming neighborhood. Some people say that very soon it's gonna be like Roma Nortes or Condesa. In this park you can also see the same classical diagonal passes that lead all the way to the center, and the biggest attraction here, which is very famous tourist attraction, is the Kiosco Morisco. Kiosco Morisco, which is behind my back, was built in 1884 and it was designed for the International World Fair, which took place in New Orleans. It's made out of cast iron. It was casted and assembled in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and then shipped to New Orleans. After the World Fair, it was brought back to Mexico and it was installed in Alameda Central that we just saw. But then later they decided to build a monument for Benito Juarez, so this kiosco was deassembled and then again assembled here. It's very easy to do because it's a cast iron structure, but I'm not sure if after that long you still can do it. However, there is no need for that because this beautiful kiosk is an amazing attraction in the Colonia Santa Maria. I really admire the details and the colors of this kiosk. I have to say this is probably one of the most Instagrammable places in Mexico City. So let's go into the next one. This is Parque Mexico, which is located in Colonia Hippodromo. It was the first modern park built in Mexico. It has irregular shape. It no longer kind of copies the Alameda Park, which is rectangular with a diagonal shape. This park has more ellipsoid shape, and it's because it's kind of continues the form of the original hippodrome that used to be here before they started building this neighborhood. In the center of the park it has a nice colonnade, and in front of that there is a big place which used to be kind of like the amphitheater, the open space, but right now everybody comes there to have a lot of different activities. Also in front of that there is a famous statue of the woman holding two jars. As I understand, there should be there like a waterfall, but there is no water there. Personally, I really like this park for its irregular shape passes, and you're always just wandering around the greenery here, and at some points you would have little pools. It has also a lot of shade. The only thing if I would critique here is that those paths, they have kind of like a lot of sand and dirt, and it gets kind of very dusty here. And sometimes in the places where there are like dog parks, you have really a lot of dust in the air that you like can feel it when you breathe it. Also, you can walk around the park. There are a lot of cool Art Deco architecture, so you can enjoy beautiful buildings, the entry doors, and other elements of Art Deco architecture. As a little bonus, I also want to show you one very cool place, which is probably my favorite, if I can call it, park in Mexico City. So basically, this is Avenida Amsterdam. It has elliptic form and goes around Parque Mexico. I never actually seen before this street or avenue that is like rounded and closed shape. So this is one of the very unique streets in the world, I believe. And in the middle you have this beautiful path where you're surrounded by nature, and pretty quiet street with a lot of very cool Art Deco buildings and also some cool modern architecture. For me, it's really one of the best walks in Mexico City. I come here during the day, sometimes I come here during the night. It's always very nice atmosphere in this walk. On this walk you can see not only cool Art Deco buildings, but very nice and old Art Deco benches. If you've seen other of my videos, you probably recognize this place because it was in one of the videos about Casey Neistat. Also in this walk there are 3 points. There are like 3 circle kind of plazas, and they represent the 3 highest volcanoes in Mexico. This is Plaza Iztacoatl. This is Plaza Citlaltepec. I wish those fountains would work so, because I never seen them working here. And this is Plaza Popocatépetl. Here, fountain is also not working. This is Parque de los Venados. There is no specific reason why I included this park in the list of these beautiful parks, but I've been here many times. I really like how cozy this park is. And you know, Mexico City has so many parks. I actually Googled and I didn't find a definite answer how many parks are in Mexico City. So if you happen to know the exact amount of parks that are in Mexico City, please let me know in the comments below, and I would really appreciate that information. This is a standard bench in Mexico City. I don't know why it is exactly this bench. It kind of has something royal in its design, but I really like it, and you can see pretty much in every park in Mexico City unless this is some kind of modern park. I can only imagine how beautiful would it look with the blue water here around this deer. However, maybe the unique feature of this park is actually a skate park here, where in the circle you can skate around. I almost said that in the winter you can have winter skates, but there is no winter here, and I think that's amazing. Look at this huge playground for kids. There is also a special surface here for running, which is like very soft so you don't damage your knees. I hope you really like this park because I love this park. So if you're in Mexico City for a long time and you want just to relax, this park is for you. Let's go into the next one. This is the park Masayoshi Ohira. It's a little very cozy Japanese park. I maybe would even say Japanese garden. It was renovated recently and it looks absolutely incredible in this beautiful light, and I really enjoy walking here from time to time. I think fountains probably require a lot of maintenance. That's why in a lot of parks we see that fountains are not working. Maybe that's the time of the year why they're not working, and also as I understand Mexico City has some kind of like water problems, so it could be another reason why we see that a lot of fountains are not working. This park also has a place for activities, which I think is amazing. That's it for this park, and let me show you one more park and we're gonna be done with this video. This last park I want to show you was not original on my list of parks for this video, but when I saw that it's open I got very excited because this park was closed for more than 2 years. It was closed for COVID and it just got open last week. This is the park of Frida Kahlo in Coyoacán. There is Frida Kahlo here on the little pyramid. There is a big circle here at the park with 2 entrances on the side, and I wish that fountain again would be working, and I hope it will be working soon because the sculpture in the middle of young naked girl would look very cool when the water would fall on it. But I think all of the mosaics this fountain is made out has to be repaired before the water can run here. This park has more mosaic art here, and it all on this wall along the whole park. Online you can find information that here you can find a full-scale sculptures of Frida Kahlo and Diego Rivera. I am 6'5" or 4" and 1.95 m high. I don't think that Frida Kahlo was that tall, and Diego Rivera was never an NBA star. Even here in the back of this park, you still have a playground for kids and place to exercise for adults. At the very end of this park, I found another cool fountain where you see there is an architecturally good-looking wall where the water would fall down, and there is a beautiful pool of water. I really like the proportions and the architecture of that, and I only wish that it would work. The 2 main entrances that are open there for the entrance, they don't look good. They're just like fences. But this one looks like amazing and very cool door. Unfortunately, it's not very well maintained, and I wish it would be renovated. Look how beautiful this portal is, and I really like those red flowers over there in the corner. this video for parks in Mexico City. I know some of you are gonna comment, hey, where is Chapultepec? Yes, I know Chapultepec is the biggest and probably the greatest park in Mexico City, and I didn't include it here for the reason that it's so big and has so many things to do that I wouldn't be able to cover it in just a part of this video. It deserves the whole separate video. I showed you another 9 beautiful parks that I really enjoyed and I love, and I hope you will enjoy them too. So thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Please push the like button if you like the video. Share it among your friends. I will be very grateful. So, into the next one.